Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Football Manager 2022. It's the beta mini-series. We're on episode number 2 of this one. We're just ready to kick off with the season itself, but we don't kick off with a league match. We're going to be kicking off with another competition first. Here is the preseason predictions. I have not added any players thus far, though I have begun scouting players out there. And with that, you can see we are heavy odds-on favorites. I had no idea. I picked a team at random. I didn't even look at media predictions or anything like that when I selected them. In fact, I didn't intend to select them the way it was all going. Well, anyway, it's a beta series, so it's okay. I'm normally at the total opposite end of the spectrum when it comes to picking teams. I pick the underdog and try to build them up from the ground, so it'll definitely be a different experience for us. Looking at the media Dream 11, it is loaded with my players. In fact, some of my backups, Morena, Erasmus, I think Modiba, but maybe not Modiba, they're backups. And they're in the Dream 11. So sucks to be the other guys, I suppose, but let's get on with the program. The program in store for this team is, well, a hefty number of competitions. We have the South African Premier Soccer League, which it's necessary that we win. I mean, it's almost mandatory that we win. We're heavily favored, and it's pretty much demanded. It's win or get fired. African Champions League. They want us to reach the final of the African Champions League. Yowzer. That one could be tricky. I don't know how many teams are going to have kind of complete squads with that, as, you know, kind of like you get if you've ever done lower league manager and you go up against teams in the lower divisions first time, that those first couple of rounds, you end up with incomplete teams. You end up with teams that only have 3 or 4 players, and then they throw some fillers in there, and the fillers can sometimes be better than the players that are there and actually give you a heck of a challenge, and other times it's easy, it's blowouts. So I have no idea what we're going to really end up with out of that. The South African Knockout Cup, so a typical knockout cup, but we also have the South African FA Cup. So we have an FA Cup and a knockout cup. Okay. But then we interestingly have yet another, which is the South African Super 8 Club. From my knowledge, what I've seen of this is the top 8 teams in the league the year before. I think this has something to do with the fact that the competitions are a bit unbalanced, the league, that the teams are at very different levels. And so if you just had the teams in the league and that was kind of the only competition they have, the teams at the bottom end of the top division just getting blown out might not be having a lot of fun doing that, and it could be hard to kind of keep morale up for those teams. There is at least a first and second division, so this is not just a single division league. But anyway, South African Super 8 Cup. A day ago was the first 2 matches. The next 2 matches are today. Here's a quick look at the tactics screen before we jump into this one. You can see now our formation more clearly maybe than what you see on field. Not everybody sees that in X's and O's. A coach like myself do recognize those kinds of things, but a lot of casual fans don't necessarily pick up on that kind of stuff when you're seeing it. Well, anyway, the one thing is tactical familiarity is still a major shortcoming of this squad. You can see we're only just starting to pick it up. We have a long, long ways to go. We're really only 2.5, 3 weeks into the series at all. So they've only been training for a little over 2 weeks with this. Hence, it's going to take them a little bit of time. But we did have an excellent preseason. However, all of our preseason matches were against second division squads. So we had a significant advantage. I did, however, get the condition up, get the match fitness up for our first 11 Our second guys, not so much. I wasn't able to get them a ton of minutes as we only had a few games to really get things up and running. I wanted to kind of get the stars going. So there's definitely some negatives out there, and we'll see how we do with this one. But if we are as strong as the media thinks we are, then we should be fairly comfortable. However, this is the Elite 8. This is not just regular league, so we're not playing some lower tier team. This is one of the better teams in the league. And here we go, season opener at home. It's our first look at the stadium, and it's nice. Not only is it nice, but it looks like there's been some work done on the stadiums in general, and kind of how you're getting a little bit of background and not just building straight up against. All right. Even though I hadn't changed things last time we played right at the end of the game itself changed things for me. Little bug early. It's beta. Okay. Good pressure. Forces him out of bounds as he's trying to turn the corner and get past our band. And possession is good here early. So contractually speaking, I've renewed a few senior players in preparation for future seasons. Taking care of the headache that is dealing with players in the final year of contracts. It's often better to get them signed a little bit earlier, but we've got a lot of guys in final years of their contracts, so we are going to have to deal with that even if we're not playing beyond the first season. But you see the possession here is comfortable, but so far we're not breaking down the defense just yet. Let's see. Nope. Tries to go over the top. Modiba finds Coatsy. Coatsy up ahead. Finds Swain. And they do manufacture a shot right on the edge. So far we're looking good. Swain, nice play. Oh! Oh! Big time injury. Is he looking for a call that he didn't get and the ref just leaving him alone, or is he actually hurt? No, he's actually feeling something, because you can see the impact here. No instant analysis on this one, so what's the case going to be? Oh, look at the new animations. Trainer out on the pitch checking in on him. Wow. Okay, what a moment we're having here. I mean, this is terrible because of Swain, potentially hurt. Fizio. Okay, we throw the ball back to them, giving them the goal kick. Fizio heading off, rounding around the outside. It looks like he's disappeared now, and Swain looking to get back on. No, has been allowed back on the pitch, though at the moment he's definitely lacking for stamina. We've seen that one before, but what a great set of animations that was. No actual injury. Nice interception there under pressure. Jelly sets the ball in, and it's the first time I've seen a little bit of lag in FM, but for a few years now. Ooh, missed header. Wow, we give away the first goal. That is shocking. That's absolutely shocking. We have an easy header to clear, and then we miss it. And then we miss the assignment there, and Jugan gets an easy finish on that one. That's poor defense. That's not tactical know-how. That's just straight up a missed header from your center back. Definite mistake, and it cost us dearly. Nice chance there, but the defense gets a block. There's a new feature as well. You see the defense get a leg out. That's offside by a mile. No flag. No, they go with the corner. Wow. Okay. No way that was timed perfectly. He's like 6-7 steps beyond us. Anyway, so new additional feature is defense getting a leg out, blocking a shot, and then the keeper picking up the free ball in the air. So not something we saw in the past. Of course, you see it in real life all the time. Very frequent. So it's a great addition to the animation sequences here under the match engine. Of course, with an extra center back, you can always cover that down unless it's already near the box. There you go. This time the pressure, while they kept possession, the pressure does lead to the turnover. Spacing, the patient defense was good. Caramella drops back for that one, holds up, and now things looking good. Labusa. That is a center back, a wide center back playing up the pitch. Let's see how that helps us work the ball. Sereno lays it off again. Kakana, the other wide center back. Kotzi, there we go. There's our strong attacking forward, but tries to set up his partner in crime, and that one doesn't quite get there. Out for the throw-in. Lay it off for Jali. Sereno. It's blocked. They're going to counter the other way, but we do have some pressure on the man. He's going to cut in, and the slide tackle is going to force them to at least reset. All the way back to the keeper now. They are trying to control possession for a change, but they can't even seem to get out of their own third for the most part. Tactical adjustment there. This time they do find a little space, and that's going to bring them into the final third, but right to the corner flag. What can he do from there? He retreats, turns it over, but we end up just clearing it out. So they still remain in possession. That's offside by about 6 yards. No flag, apparently. That wasn't even close. The lead pass, that guy was gone way before that ball was kicked. Yeah, well offside. Not as far offside as I thought. The 6 yards thing wasn't 6 yards because our left center back, our left partner, it was about 2.5, 3 yards. No flag, and again, it stands. So now we trail 2-0. And now we're going to have to go full-on attacking. That was nothing wrong tactically. That was an offside flag that never got raised. Clearly we don't have VAR in South Africa, otherwise that would have been overturned. Shots are 5-4. This is not the dominating performance we've seen before. We still have a majority of the possession. Both teams, though, with 93% pass completion rates. They are very patient. They are definitely a control possession team. You could see all of their XG coming from either the goal or in the moments after, or their other goal. This time, the moments after didn't even result in any XG. They have a very tiny amount of XG outside of that moment. Maybe we don't need to work the ball into the box. We do have some guys that can shoot from range, and maybe we need to pick up the tempo a bit. Can't believe we're on a lower tempo anyway. We have some speed. I was actually really surprised about the low tempo. I didn't intend there to be a low tempo. Let's play faster. Busa, nice pass there to Sereno. That's those wide center backs being put to use. Modiba, again, the back pass, this time not given away, but that's because we were open. Kotzi turns, fires. Worked the ball into the box, apparently. Was already updated as he takes that shot from range. Now the adjustments have been made. Let's see how things play out a little differently from here. That one looked okay. I think that one was well timed. Still trailing. It's only 5 minutes into the second half. That was one of their more dangerous natural moves. Yeah, poor clearance there. You got a teammate who is open in front of you. Should have recognized where your teammate was, been aware where he was. Swain again with slide tackle and wins it. This time Swain misses. This could be a yellow. It's only a second. Well, from what we've seen, And it is a yellow for him. Swain rating coming down, and we know he won't go to the distance because of that injury earlier. That might influence him coming out a little bit sooner. Okay, do I have any yellow cards right now? No. I think we could be more aggressive defensively. That was good. We just couldn't get to the ball first. Remember, this is one of the best teams we're going to play all season. And we do not have tactical familiarity right now, so there's a lot of reasons to still be optimistic that this is or will be a fluke. But this is not a tactics are a total failure because A, they worked in preseason against easier opposition very well. Now against better opposition, you need to be better at what you're doing for them to be as equally effective. And we've been plagued by, well, one error and one human error from refereeing. And all of their chances, bar one, were involved in those two moments. They haven't done anything else. Modiba gets called for the foul here where the guy literally just kind of dives and throws himself up, time wasting, playing for the foul. We've got to win this ball back. Really press and get this ball if we're going to have any shot. 15 minutes. Modiba, plenty of space. He's got support inside, but lays it off. And then Sereno's closed down. He was in space. Not a great choice to ruck. We don't need you drifting back slowly to the ball. Keeper should have been coming up and taking that one. There's the overlap on the left side, but then the ball comes in late after he retreats. Now he's through. Now he's got the cross. Can't win the header. I mean, that's more than what they've done pretty much all game. Sereno dribbles it right out of bounds, even though the guy is 3-4 yards off of him, not putting him up under that much pressure. This time he clears it out, afraid of giving the ball up deep in his own end. Diba, oh, you got a man inside. You've got to be taking these balls. I don't understand the decision making at all right now. It is quite poor. As much as we need Coetzee out there, we'll replace him. Last sub. Been trying to get me to make this sub for quite a while. A lot of guys don't seem to be in the mood, so let's demand more. We'll try. It's worth a shot. No, I don't want the more direct passing. I want them passing into space. The direct passing, when you're marked well, doesn't amount to much. I'm breaking down a near-parked bus. We've got to open things up. There's a nice ball. That one doesn't get in there, though. They are winning all of the headers. Have we won, like, any headers? I mean, even defensively, we're not winning very many headers. I need to check how we compare against the other teams in the league in terms of headers. Apparently we have quality, but I'm not seeing it today. Oh, great ball. That was a fantastic ball, but that was offside. I have no idea if he was actually offside or not visually, where he was located. We don't see that. There's a good chance. Kudamela. Nice block. Kudamela probably should have been going near post. Keeper was ready for near post, but where the defender was, near post is what your chance is. Nicolize lays it off. The Benny. Low cross with 3 defenders between him and there. That one's not going to get through. He gets through the first man, but not the second. Sereno. That one wasn't off by much, but it was still off. We cannot get a shot on target with power. The only shots we've had on target have been weaker shots. Of course, keeper has been forced to make a couple really good saves. Benny beats his man. Finds Kudamela up the pitch. That long ball just, again, not enough on it. playing the ball over the top, and we're not getting over the top. The one time we did, it went straight out of bounds, way too long. So the balls over the top have just not been good enough. Kokeni. Good defense. Again, good defense. He's having a pretty decent day. The ratings of my center backs are awful, and I don't understand why, but so I feel like they're playing just fine. Other than that whole we can't seem to win a header period, regardless of the position. We need the ball back, guys. I did tell you to be more aggressive defensively, but we are not really closing them down with much urgency. Nepeti finally wins the ball. Shalile. Oh, Kadamela, come on. We are so slow. Debeni wins the ball. That's a big one. Dangerous position, but we don't take advantage of the moment of no organization. Debeni was offside. What are you talking about? I thought they were calling Shalile offside, but they called Debeni. We're so good. We should be controlling both ends of the pitch. And while we haven't given them much of anything towards the final third, we haven't done anything in the final third ourselves. Not good enough anyway. And the chances we've had, the keeper has shut it down. Sereno getting too slow to that ball. Maybe we'll try to focus down the left side with the extra player out there. Opening that back end up is going to give them some chances. Kakana with a man wide open out there. Doesn't head it to him. Lack of awareness from these guys. Even as an amateur, I know when my teammates are there. I know where to go with the ball. Not at all times, but most of the time. A good possession team like that. Free kick given. Wow, really? Free kick given for what? For offside? No, a foul on us. Oh, and then we don't even recover the ball here. They're just going to retreat back. It's a good possession team. It's really hard with a good possession team late in a game to not have them waste time that way. And our pressing, less than stellar, but we do finally recover the ball. And we finally set up a good play, the best one of the day, and it leads to a goal. But it's off, obviously, way too late. That was probably the last kick of the game. Now, all I can hope for is that this is a two-legged tie, which maybe it is. I have no idea. That would be hugely important if we do have a two-legged tie here. But of course, ironically, now that blown call, the clear offside goal, is now completely haunting us, because otherwise it would be 1-1. So even if it were a decisive day, we wouldn't be done yet at 1-1. We'd be heading to extra time or a replay or whatever. Galize, Madiba! Oh, Madiba, that was so close. Are you kidding me? We nearly pulled off the miracle in literally the dying seconds to get 2 goals out of nothing, out of all day. Speed up. Hurry up, buddy. You cannot take your time like this. We are the ones who are losing here. I don't know why the whistle's not blowing. I don't know why the whistle's not blowing. There it is. Wow. We nearly come up with an absolute miracle. You could see XG-wise, they did nothing. And we just inched our way up the XG chart with little things. 16 shots to their 7. 5 on target. 11 corners to their 3. 14 fouls to their 2. And it wasn't until the final minutes that I changed to getting stuck in. 50-50 on the possession. They did really well in that second half of holding things up for us. But it really did come down to a single mistake from Kakana, not covering his man, from Labusa, and that's partially responsible for their poor ratings. But then, yeah, that was just, I don't know. The Betty with the nice ball through, Shalile gets that goal, but just wasn't enough. Yowzer. What a first match, though. Tactically, it's there. If these guys know and get it and understand, I do need to make some adjustments. For one thing, they're playing way too slow, which then makes perfect sense why the other team was definitely able to handle it when you're good defensively. So I do need to go in and adjust some of the tactics, some of the preset stuff that was assigned to that just makes no sense. And so I do need to make a few more adjustments to what the tactics are and what we're working on. But hands on hips. No. Hands in pockets. Yeah. Not the angry one, but, come on. You should have won that. Statistically, that should have been us. Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. I'm Decathlon Gamer. We won't see every match in the same manner as this one. We're going to make some adjustments. I'm going to speed things back up. We'll speed things up at time. It's not going to be just matches, but definitely want to take a look at all the little things this game has to offer, and I've already spotted a couple more, so we will get to them. But today was an excellent look at the match engine. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.